Hello and welcome to today's crypto review, and in today's video I'll be talking about Keep3rV1 with the ticker symbol Keep3rV1, and this project has basically launched today on Uniswap and the price has gone ballistic. Again, I don't recommend anybody getting in. As you can see here, it was $24, but actually some people in my community told me it was even like $1 and something early in the morning when it got listed. Again, the total supply is 200k as you can see here, and it is trading at $184. So what is the reason behind it? Well, it's because this project was created by Cronje, the guy behind Yearn Finance, with the ticker symbol Wi-Fi, which has been listed on multiple large exchanges including Binance and Coinbase. I know there's been some FUD recently with his secondary project because there was some bug in the smart contract and hackers were able to steal. So I think he's trying to make things right by creating this other project called Keep3rV1, and we're going to be digging straight into this in a moment, but first let's hear from today's channel sponsors, Cobalt Lent. This video has been sponsored by Cobalt Lent. Cobalt is a new way to borrow. The Cobalt lending platform aims to bring together borrowers into a fair democratic voting community in order to get all size loans from microloans to six-figure loans, all without the oversight of a bank. Completely governed by the community, and therefore the community directly profits from its involvement. The current credit system is fundamentally flawed, and the Cobalt platform corrects this by facilitating a community voted and approved lending program on the blockchain that is completely based off the merits of the project. Now let's take a look at Cobalt to see what they're all about. Well, the ecosystem works by allowing borrowers to obtain loans from the treasury only if approved by the community vote. Both the buyer and the staker or the validator benefits from this model of decentralized lending because of less friction, lower fees, and lower overhead while reducing wait time for loans. The model is a completely trustless protocol with no central authority in charge, nor is there any one central body who can unfairly manipulate the terms of lending, as the community has complete control at all times and can fund or deny any project they deem worthy. Now, how do they plan to incentivize the community? Borrowers are incentivized by receiving free Cobalt CBLT tokens, which are, by the way, an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain, for borrowing. Stakers will be compensated in two ways. First, by verifying the blocks or the transaction on the blockchain, therefore receiving transaction fees that will be split with the treasury, and a small portion will be burned. Second, stakers will receive dividends paid out in Cobalt periodically by the treasury based on the positive tracked performance of the projects funded by the community through the treasury. The treasury will also conduct periodic buybacks of the Cobalt token as well. This, along with the current burn occurring routinely on the protocol, will contribute greatly to the deflationary model and therefore increasing the overall value for investors, wallet holders. So what are the different features they've got? The borrower, which is the wallet holder, the staker, the decentralized finance, social media, e-commerce, help and support. They will be conducting a token sale from the 31st of October if you are interested. There are some countries that are excluded, so do check the list here. Do fill in the details if you are interested. And you can also earn some Cobalt by taking part in their airdrop, which they've got based on social media challenges here. As we can see, they've got the Facebook challenge, the Twitter challenge, Instagram, and so on if you are interested. Okay, so to continue on here with Keep3rV1, as we can see here, it is only trading on Uniswap against the Ethereum pair here, as we can see. And there are two different websites that we can access here. We can see Keeper.network, and we can see Cronje's Medium post blog, basically, where he's going to give more information on this project. And we're not actually getting that much information, to be honest, but yet people are still FOMOing in like crazy. It actually went to 199, but it pulled back a little bit here, so it could pull back further and then maybe it'll take off. Who knows? If something like a Binance listing was to happen, then of course the price could go absolutely insane, right? But again, we're only speculating here. Again, this is early, it is the first day, so I don't know. I don't hold any KP3 or myself. I would have loved to have held some, but only if I could have entered at under 10 bucks if possible, or even 30 bucks. I mean, it was 24.23 here, but again, like I did say earlier, it was lower than that. So actually, let's take a look at the Etherscan here, because this is the best place to actually validate projects, right? This is where you can see if the total supply matches with what's on CoinGecko, and we can see here it does match indeed. I think CoinGecko actually get this information from Etherscan themselves as well. So 200,011, as we can see here, 3,753 addresses hold it. There have been quite a lot of transfers already. It is pointing to the official website, as we could also see on CoinGecko. This is the smart contract address. So if we look at the official website, there's nothing special about it. I mean, it's very, very basic, just like with the Wi-Fi token too. I mean, nothing special here. It's all about, and again, this is in beta, right? So he's saying it quite clearly here. This project is in beta, use at your own risk. But how do you actually use this? Well, all you have to do is basically go to add here, of course, after you connect your MetaMask wallet. And then you basically enter the address here, the job address, the liquidity amount, how many KPRs you want to submit for liquidity, and that's it. You submit the job here. There's nothing much more to the website here. There's governance too. You can submit a proposal, so pretty basic. And actually, if we go to this Medium post here, I had a look at it. There isn't too much to read. This was only posted 8 hours ago by Andre. So Keep3rV network is still under audit. He's saying it here. These contracts have been audited and reviewed, and that does not mean that bugs can't or won't be present. When interacting with these contracts, never interact with funds that you are now willing to lose. Again, the Keep3rV network V1 contract has been released. The registry of the contract can be found here at this website. You can join as a Keep3rV, navigate to the network, add the input, and confirm with add. After the bonding period of 3 days, you'll be able to select activate, perform the jobs, and so on. You can view the current available jobs. Uniswap V2 Oracle is available. More will be added. So it's basically really technical, right? But technical in the sense that it's easy to use, right? Because as you've seen on the website here, that's all you can do pretty much. It's very, very basic. So I mean, the only speculation here is, and I think this is the reason for the pump in my personal opinion, this is early to say. We don't have enough information, so apologies if I couldn't provide you with more info, but this is all we have available here. As we can see, you can find more details on the documentation section here if you go from the technical point of view, but I mean, it's speculation. We're assuming that it's likely going to get listed on other big exchanges only because Wi-Fi had been listed, right? Wi-Fi had a very basic website, yet it got listed on Binance, it got listed on Coinbase, and you've seen what the price, what that did to the price, right? It went to like 40K or so, if I'm not mistaken, as the all-time high before pulling back significantly. But with this, I don't know. I mean, I am concerned. I mean, the supply is not the same as the Wi-Fi ones, right? It is 200,000. So, I mean, if we're to compare it to like a 20K supply, then you could say it's like 1,840, you know. So Wi-Fi was like 30K supply, if I remember correctly, right? I think that's what Wi-Fi has. So, you know, when that was only on Uniswap, again, it was very cheap too, right? But not many people expected. So not many people expected that it's going to get listed on all these big exchanges. So I think that it's more speculation here and FOMO from people hoping that this is going to get listed by CZ and it's just going to post saying, okay, we're going to list Keep3rV. And if that does happen, of course, you know what happens to the Binance effect, right? The price is going to pump like crazy. We could potentially see it go to 1K, but again, it is a high risk. So I don't know, I'll likely wait for a pullback and see if it goes below 100 if I get lucky, and if it does, then I'll likely get something. Just a speculation, hoping that it's going to get listed on bigger exchanges, but I could end up losing everything too, right? So that's the risk with these things. But yeah, this is pretty much it from today's video. Hopefully we'll get more info on this soon, and I'll likely cover it in a news video as an update to see what we get from Keep3rV1. But let me know what you think in the comments below, by the way. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.